Hi, I'm your host Griffin Rango Barrett, and welcome to Team Crying Emoji's third episode of DHNN. On today's episode of DHNN, we traveled around the school and asked students what their favorite present of all time was. Highlights of the Dartmouth High Singer competition that occurred recently, the new ping pong tables the school received, as well as the pumpkin catapults with Mr. Brodsky's engineering class, along with lunch, weather, and more. DHNN starts now.
Cafe Tuesday. Come get your coffee and baked goods from your favorite friends in the PALS program. Order form is in the description.
This week's weather is looking wild.
I'm your holiday weatherman, Kobe Howell, and this is this week's forecast. On Monday, it will be sunny with a high of 50 and a low of 37. On Tuesday, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 55 and a low of 54. On Wednesday, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 51 and a low of 43. On Thursday, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 55 and a low of 44. On Friday, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 53 and a low of 39. On Saturday, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 49 and a low of 37. On Sunday, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 47 and a low of 35.
And now for this week's lunch.
On Monday, we will have a double bacon cheeseburger. On Tuesday, we will have chicken tenders. Wednesday will be a steak and cheese sub. Thursday will be General Tso's chicken. And Friday will be a beef burrito.
DHS TV Media recently produced their own version of The Masked Singer. We have all the highlights and spoke with the winner of the competition, Hadley Fitton.
DHS Media Club just held their first ever Dartmouth High Singer featuring staff as judges and students as contestants. Singers, ranging from freshman to senior, competed against each other for a $50 gift card to Symphony Music Shop located on Route 6. They sang songs varying from When I Was Your Man to Holdin' Out for a Hero, but only one person could come out on top. We interviewed the winner of DHS, Hadley Fitton.
Welcome back. Today on the show, I'm very fortunate to have Hadley Fitton, winner of our very own Masked Singer. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. So this competition, it was held by and for chorus and the chorus students?
Yeah, we had chorus students and harmonic students participate.
And would you say that being able to come down into the studio, perform, would you say you had a good time overall?
Oh yeah, it was really, really cool.
And how did they do it here at the high school compared to like the actual Masked Singer on NBC?
So our version of masks wasn't like bring like the entire face, you didn't know who we were. Of course, because of COVID, we had just regular like medical masks. And so we had like bios and you knew who we were beforehand, so it was more of just like a general singing competition instead of like guessing the singer. It was really cool.
Where have all the good men gone, and where are all the gods? Where's the streetwise Hercules to fight the rising odds? Isn't there a white knight upon a fiery steed? Late at night I toss reaching back for me, reaching on the thunder and rising with the heat. It's gonna take a Superman to sweep me off my feet. I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the end of the night. He's gotta be strong and he's gotta be fast and he's gotta be fresh from the fight.
Congratulations again to Hadley for winning, and tune in next time for our next episode of DHS Mass Singer, with exclusively staff as singers and our host and contestants returning as the new judges, dropping on December 22nd.
Larger than life.
Mr. Brodsky's engineering class recently sent pumpkins sky high with catapults. We have details of this smashing project.
We recently went outside with Mr. Brodsky's engineering class for pumpkin chunkin'. He filled us in on info about trebuchets, along with the launching of the pumpkins. Now, Mr. Brodsky, what are some safety precautions your class takes before launching?
Well, safety is paramount here, and there are a few different things. We're all wearing safeties and hard hats when we're at the actual trebuchet, next to it, firing it. Hasn't been an issue yet, but these are for accidents. We make sure we have all hands on deck when we're actually loading the weights, and then when we're putting the trebuchet into firing position. I inspect it before it goes into firing position, after it goes into firing position, then once I think it's okay, we can fire it. I've already done all the calculations and then led them through the calculations as well to make sure that all of the lumber we're using is going to be strong enough to support the weight that we're putting on it.
And now for the launch.
The school recently received new ping pong tables. We spoke to Mr. Franks and his students to find out how they like this new addition to the wellness program.
Mr. Freights here, and just going to talk a little bit about the ping pong tables we got. So basically, we applied for a grant through the Dartmouth Educators Foundation. They've been doing that for years, where they raise money and it allows teachers to get classroom materials, or so it allows us to get things that we maybe can't afford through our budget. So we had ping pong tables years ago. When this school was built, they never got here. So the middle school kind of inherited them, and it's always something I've wanted to bring back. Through the grant, we were able to get 4 tables. We had 2 donated by Mr. Martin in the engineering department. So we have a total of 6. We want to get 4 more. That way, this is a bigger class. So there are some kids kind of waiting to get in. 4 more, we'd be able to do a bunch of doubles games, or if kids wanted to do singles games, they can do that.
I think ping pong is a great new addition to the gym class. I think it's a new unit that can really help us, and I think all the kids here love it. As you can see, we're having a great time with ping pong. Thank you for everyone who donated to get our tables.
Hello. Thank you for donating these ping pong tables. I really like them. Ever since I first started playing ping pong in gym class, We've been doing it for about a week now. My stress has gone from a lot to not as much, which is great, so thank you.
All right, I love coming to class, playing ping pong, kind of nasty at it, I'm going D1, and yeah, I just love coming here and dominating everyone at the sport.
This December, we wanted to get students and staff in the holiday mood, so we went around the school asking all of them what their favorite present of all time was.
Oh, Jake, I'd be happy to answer that question. When I was in 2nd grade, I went to my grandparents' house for Christmas, and they had me block my eyes, and they walked me into a room. When I opened my eyes, I saw that my grandfather had made me a huge dollhouse. A dollhouse that had a chimney that smoked, all the lights worked in the different rooms. It was absolutely gorgeous. It had a front yard with a picket fence. It was full of dolls and furniture, and all of the walls were actually covered in my grandparents' wallpaper, and it was incredible. I actually cried. It was the first time I ever cried of like happiness.
Money. My argument is that you can buy whatever you want with it, and you can save it for better things.
Last Christmas, my husband gave me a jar, a very small jar of Norwegian hand-harvested salt, but the way it was wrapped up, we weren't engaged at the time, and it looked like a ring box. So in the middle of like sitting around in our living room early before Christmas, he's like, why don't you open that little one? And I was like, oh my God, it's happening, I'm gonna get engaged. And it was salt, and I laughed so hard because I thought it was, and then 3 days later he proposed.
I got a PS4 when I was 12 from my cousin.
My favorite Christmas gift that I ever got as a kid, I was about 10 years old, and I got a Game Boy Color, which is like a handheld video game system that was in color, which was a big deal, and Pokemon Blue. And I was so excited. I called my best friend right away, and he had gotten the Game Boy Color and Pokemon Red so we could trade, and it was like the greatest morning and the greatest Christmas ever.
Thanks for watching this week of DHNN. Next week, Team Sus will be producing a monstrously merry winter holiday extravaganza show, featuring highlights from the recent Dartmouth High Theatre Company's production of Christmas in New England, as well as other holiday surprises. So be sure to check that out, as well as subscribing and turning on those notifications so you don't miss a second of DHS TV media. Thanks for watching, and have a great day, Dartmouth.